wait a second.
There's something about the vibe of that video like that it just scratches a part of my brain, you know, the little. But first, my name is Gant. I like to yap and I aspire to one day yap professionally, but until then, you'll get me on the internet for free. Living in Korea is like a super specific experience living abroad, especially while Black, because it means something. And that video is such a good illustration of kind of like how good it can feel. Sometimes it can be isolating, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, but for the most part, it was peaceful for me. In your relationships in Korea, because typically they're a little bit transactional, to be honest. However, when the transaction is needed, that's when it's important. Those kinds of relationships in Korea are really what keep you going. Like those little brief interactions, like I may not interact with you except for when I see you, especially if I see you randomly, but it's like when I see you, it's like, oh my God, where have you been? And that is something that really happens a lot when you are in Korea, especially as a foreigner, because the truth of the matter is a lot of Korean people, probably the majority of Korean people, if you are a foreigner, they're not going to make the initiative to have like any kind of deep or long-lasting relationship with you. But to be honest, they do that with one another. So to me, for the most part, that wasn't a problem. I had a couple of instances where I was like, dang, you kind of hurting my feelings right now. But for the most part, that wasn't no problem for me. Because out of casual friendships, this is what you want. You want somebody to like show you and be like, oh my God, like I missed you. Like it was so good to like, you know, to see you and, you know, to hang out. And, you know, then they tell you a little lie and, you know, we're going to see each other. We're going to hook up. You'll hang out. No, we're not. But when we see each other in the street, we're going to be excited about it. Sometimes that serves its purpose. Everything does not have to be deep and, you know, us holding hands and crying together and me inviting you to my kids' babies. You know, I don't know. Inviting you to my wedding or, you know, inviting you to the birth of my children. Everything don't require that. Every relationship doesn't require that. Even if we're honest, the relationships we have in our countries of origin are not like that. Not to say that we shouldn't cherish it or work towards it, but it is to say that, is it necessary all the time? No, sometimes you just need your kiki friends. Sometimes you just need your acquaintances that's like, we have a great time every time that we are together. And that's cool. Shout out to her. I hope she's continuing to have a good trip and I hope she's continuing to be safe. Thank you for watching. And as always, have the day you deserve.